All right, everyone, we're back. I'm Glenn.
And I'm Tonya.
It's the end of week 16. I lost weight this week, but I was kind of depressed all week because I felt like I should be losing more. I don't know, but I did okay.
You should be because I beat you.
I know. She lost more. I did lose 2.4 pounds, bringing my weight to 325.0 pounds for a total loss of 62 pounds so far.
And I lost 3 pounds. I think that's a fluke, though, because that's not normal for me. But so my current weight is 144.6 pounds. My total weight loss since the beginning is 21.2 pounds.
Yeah, she's doing good. My weight was kind of fluctuating up and down, and I just felt like I should be getting better results for what little I'm eating. I was eating more than my normal, but still less than everything else.
You were eating more than your normal?
I added a couple extra pieces of chicken to every meal, which is an extra 300 calories,
okay.
Maybe 400.
I didn't think you were overall eating too much more.
Yeah, no, I'm adding extra 200 calories each meal.
Oh, okay.
But it still feels like I should be losing. What about you?
For me, I did pretty good eating wise. I pretty much stuck to 1,400 calories except one day, which I'll talk about. Maybe 1 or 2 calories, 100 or 200 over 1 or 2 days, but not much. Pretty much I'm sticking to 1,400 calories. I know, how many days are there in a week? So there's 3 days, but I would say mostly I've been really good. What I'm proud to say is I've actually exercised Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So that's probably where that 3 pounds comes in. However, I still get a B. I don't know what grade. I always give myself a grade on exercise for some reason. I still give myself a B, though, because there was only one day I did an hour. Most of the days I did a solid half hour, and today I only did 20 minutes. But I at least did it instead of, I don't have enough time, and I'm going to go play on the computer for a little bit or something like that.
Yeah, it's so
I
easy
at least
to talk yourself out of it.
Yeah. And then I had just a few notes. They're not long at all, so please keep watching. I just wanted to say my short-term goal weight is 140 pounds, and I kept saying May 9th. Probably none of you noticed, but what I meant to say is Saturday, May 12th. So actually that gives me a few more days. Yay. And with my 3-pound weight loss this week, as long as I don't gain it back, that's only 4.6 pounds in 3 weeks. So I'm pretty sure that I will make that goal.
Maybe.
But I need to be smart about it and not say, well, I have a long time to, or whatever. Something that we think is ridiculous is this right here.
How many grams is that?
This is 28 grams. And you'll notice that most bags of chips, most things actually we're finding.
A lot of things seems to say 28
we'll
grams.
say one serving is 28 grams. I think chips are one of the reasons, well, of course they're one of the reasons, but I really think it's a top 10 reason that people are overweight, because this is a serving. A serving right here. It's just so ridiculous.
It is.
In this particular bag, this is now I love these chips. I'm not saying anything bad about them, but I'm just saying nutrition value. These happen to be Stacy's pita chips. It says about 10 chips or 28 grams is 130 calories. This is measured 28 grams. They always come kind of broken up, so it's hard to measure 10 chips. So I am really glad we got the scale. But almost all chips will say 28 grams for whatever the calorie is, 140, or this brand happens to be 130 calories per serving. That's a serving. Oh my goodness. So I just wanted to let you know that is a serving. So just be careful if you have chips.
Especially if you're not measuring it out.
And I always have my notes and I bring glasses, but then I forget to wear my glasses. Okay, so I just wanted to tell you something funny. On my one day where I did an hour on the treadmill, I happened to be off work that day. And well, kudos for that because I was off work, because it's real easy for me to say, oh, well, it's my day off, I'm not going to work out today.
Yeah.
But that is the day I did my hour of workout. But the treadmill said I burned 450 calories. So I was just typing this. So I wanted to eat something bad later. I wanted to cheat towards the end of the day, and Glenn was trying to stop me. And I said, well, 450 calories, that's like money in the bank. Like, no, I'm going to eat. And he says something like, okay, he's like anytime you deposit a check, you got to wait 5 days for it to clear.
That's right.
Just because you worked out doesn't mean you're in the clear. You got to make sure the check doesn't bounce.
That's right.
And but I was lucky and the check did not bounce. Now I could have been unlucky because, you don't really know what your body's going to do. You don't really know what your body's going to do. And he was right. I kind of felt like, now I don't know if it was that day or the next day. I couldn't remember. But one of those days I did eat 1,900 calories. And that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So I was trying to use those 450 calories that I usually don't burn towards eating. And anyway, it didn't affect me, thank goodness, but it could have. The bad news is I learned that it didn't affect me, and the good news is, well, it didn't affect me. But that doesn't mean that, you
can't always keep doing
that. Yeah, you can't always keep doing that. It's like you just have to think of yourself as not exercising, because I will like this. Be like, oh, well, I exercise, so it's okay if I have like this extra little whatever. I will do that immediately. Mm-hmm. In my head, I will justify immediately that day at some point, I will justify that I exercise.
I know, instead of taking that exercise as, look, I'm going to lose a little bit of extra weight because I worked out. Yeah. No, I'm going to eat more so I could
have
it.
And I kind of had like a little more, I worked a little harder that day, or no, well, not that day because I was off. It must have been the next day. So I just felt like I kind of had extra calories, and so luckily I was okay.
Yeah.
So do you want to talk about your day today?
Well, we already weighed in the morning, and I kind of felt like, okay, it's the beginning of start of a new week, weight-wise, so, while she was at work, I'm like, oh, I'm going to have some nuts. And then I had some chips. Of course, I didn't measure anything. And then she calls me on her way home, and she's getting something to eat. And I'm like, oh, I want something. And she's like, what do you want? And I'm like, chicken. Well, I have chicken all the time. But I wanted her to get chicken strips.
Yeah.
From the market. And, of course, I'm going to have it with ranch and honey mustard, and that's all sorts of extra calories. So I'm a little tired now because I ate way too much, but hopefully I'll work it off through the rest of the week.
But there's that syndrome that we've been falling into. It's kind of like the weigh-in day cheat after syndrome.
I know.
And that's what he already did, the weigh-in this morning. And so he's falling into that cheater syndrome. Hopefully I don't fall into it later. I have noticed myself a little bit like, one thing I just want to say real quick. I don't want to run out of time, but what's helped me is the minimum you can have with feeling like you have something. I know people have said that 1,000 times, but like I literally had 4 chocolate chips to taste that chocolate in my mouth, because I know that 4 chocolate chips out of the brand that I have is 20 calories. That's 20 calories over what I should have. And I had like 3 pieces of those chips. That was over what I should have. So see, I'm going a little over, but it's like I'm just getting that crunch or that taste in my mouth. So sometimes just the minimum you can do to not feel satisfied.
As long as you don't go into splurge mode.
Yeah.
But Anyway, that's it for me.
That's it for me. Good luck with everything.
All right. Everybody keep pushing forward. We're going to keep pushing forward. Hit that subscribe button. Follow us along. You know, we like to follow your journey too. Let us know in the comments below if you're going through anything. We could all help each other.
Yeah, thank you for your comments too.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
We'll see you next week.
All right, next week.